right, now that I've finished all of my morning routine, I'm up and I'm ready for the day. Figured I'd go ahead and tell you guys what it's been like the last few days. But before I do that, I just realized I have not had any morning coffee yet. So hang on. Much better. Now, I don't know about you guys, but something about a cup of coffee first thing in the morning always kind of helps me get my day started, kind of get the ball rolling, get me amped up and just ready to go for the day. I'm sure part of that is probably from the caffeine. At this point, I'm almost positive I probably have just a slight caffeine addiction with all the coffee I drink, but I'm also just a huge fan of the taste of coffee itself. So it's really, really nice to be able to taste once again. As you guys know, having COVID, I wasn't able to taste anything for probably about a week there. I'm able to taste once again. Things aren't quite as bright or vibrant or vivid, if that makes any sort of sense when it comes to tasting things. Everything just kind of tastes a little bit more mild than usual. But nonetheless, I can taste once again, so that's really, really nice. And I figured this would be a really cool way just to kind of fill you guys in on the past few days. There was a stretch of days there in the middle where I just kind of felt like crap, to be honest. I think that's the best way to put it. Everything from like a headache, I was all kind of stuffed up, had even some like mild body aches and stuff. All of those have kind of gone away, luckily, and I actually feel completely fine and normal. I feel like I'm back to my normal self, aside from the fact that I still can't smell anything, which really, really sucks. I think I took just being able to smell stuff on a daily basis for granted for a long time. I think, as we kind of go about things, we just kind of get used to being able to smell stuff. But little things like not being able to smell like the cup of coffee brewing, or what's being cooked for dinner, or even like the beard oil that I'm putting in for the day, I can't smell anything still. I know that I smell good, obviously, because I put 1626 in this morning, but I just haven't been able to smell anything, and I think we take a lot of that little stuff for granted on a day-to-day basis. So I'm definitely looking forward to being able to smell stuff again, so I can smell, the coffee brewing in the morning, and of course that good old 1626 that I put in whenever I decide to wear it again. So definitely looking forward to being able to smell stuff. It's just really, really nice to kind of be back and feeling like my normal self again. I don't feel like I have to just kind of lay around in bed and be a bum just because I feel like crap anymore, which is really, really nice. I know for a fact that it's going to be quite the adjustment trying to get back into shape, because I haven't done anything for like 2 weeks now, which for some of you guys might not be a long time, but for me, a college athlete, I'm in the middle of my season. Not doing anything for 2 weeks is probably taking a big toll on me right now. Luckily, basketball season has been postponed, which is unfortunate, definitely, but gives us a little bit of time to kind of get back into shape. The school felt like that was just the best decision for us, for the sake of keeping everybody safe. We just kind of got hit really, really hard with COVID. I told you guys, obviously I had it. I had a few teammates who had it, assistant coaches. So they decided to go ahead and just postpone basketball season for the next few weeks, which sucks because we really were starting to get the ball rolling. We had games coming up, all of the practices were starting to pay off, all the running, all the drills were really starting to come together as a team, and now of course we're being postponed for a few weeks. On the bright side, I'm able to be home, spend some time with my family, which I haven't done at any point throughout the semester, so it's kind of a silver lining there. I get to be home and be with my family, but of course I don't get to play the sport that I love. So as unfortunate as that is, at least being postponed, it gives us a little bit of time, like I said, to get back into shape. I haven't done anything for 2 weeks, so that's probably going to kick my butt. And then on top of that, I am now back in Colorado, back in the Springs, at a much higher elevation than where I'm at out in Kansas. I'm like 6,000 feet above sea level here, so every time I come home, whether I'm in the best shape of my life or not, it was like always the most worst adjustment. Trying to get back into shape and run at such much higher elevation absolutely kicks my butt every single time, but that'll be an interesting journey. Maybe I'll do a couple more vlogs, just kind of my progress of the aftermath of COVID. Last day in quarantine is today, so I'm just absolutely stoked to get back to just like a normal life. Haven't seen any of my friends while I've been home, haven't seen the girlfriend, haven't really done anything aside from sit in my room really, which is cool because it gives me a lot of time to catch up on stuff for like YouTube, plan out videos, catch up on other people's content and watch live streams and stuff like that. Because normally I don't get the chance to do all of that. I'm just so busy. I don't really have time to, fit all of that into my schedule as much as I would like to. So it's kind of nice having the chance to be able to catch up on content, watch live streams, plan out my own content for the next few weeks. But It's kind of nice, you know, also being able to kind of get back into the real world. Looking forward to seeing the girlfriend and seeing my friends and, you know, seeing family and stuff like that. So really excited to hopefully get back to the real world here very soon. Like I said, it's the last day in quarantine, so definitely looking forward to just kind of getting out, being free, if you will. But nonetheless, I just want to go ahead and say thank you for all of you guys who kind of followed along these series of vlogs. I know it's super different than any of my other content on the channel, but excuse the dogs out there barking. That's just part of the real life we have here, huh? But like I said, appreciate you guys for, you know, tagging along, watching all of these vlogs, all of you guys who reached out, and, you know, just with prayers and well wishes and all of the thoughts and, you know, asking how I was doing, everything, all of you guys, I really appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. Truly means the world. And there are people out there who are just concerned with my well-being, making sure I'm doing okay. There were people who reached out to me every single day just asking how I was feeling, all sorts of stuff like that. So I really do appreciate you guys more than I can express. It absolutely means the world to me. So that's gonna probably go ahead and wrap up this one. Probably a little, you know, more boring, not quite eventful. I just haven't done a lot the past few days. Like I said, aside from like laying around my room, trying to keep my family obviously in their exposure as minimal as possible. I don't want them to end up catching it as well. So I haven't done a ton of like hanging out with the family around the house, or, you know, playing board games or watching movies or anything like that, just because I don't really want to get them sick either. So definitely looking forward to kind of catching up, seeing my family. Haven't been home with them for you know, a few months. So definitely looking forward to that, getting back into the real world, just kind of getting back to my normal self. So appreciate you guys. Like I said, if you guys want to see a few more vlogs, just kind of the aftermath, let me know. It's definitely something that I can do. I think it might be kind of interesting, a little bit more eventful once I'm kind of back out of quarantine, back into the real world, and kind of go about my day-to-day life in a more normal fashion, and show you guys kind of what a normal day looks like when I'm home, not in college and stuff like that. But definitely a little more boring, but wanted to go ahead and fill you guys in. I haven't done a vlog in a few days, so I figured it would be a perfect time to go ahead and fill you guys in on everything. But as always, I appreciate you guys for watching. Thank you guys so much for all the well wishes and concerns. As always, stay fresh, stay clean, and never break your code. I'll see you guys later.